Whew. Oh, oh God. Guys, I was right. Well, I'm kind of right, but the scaredy catness is out, and I'm so relieved. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and no MFO shit here, bro. I'm just happy that yes, Bernadette is the next character. Well, the next character. FC Bernadette is the next character that's coming into the game. Weird that I don't think she's gonna have like actual shirt though. I think that would actually be sexy. I'm one of the fans of, I don't know, you guys let me know, male, female, doesn't matter, but I think a woman is sexier when her body is slightly clothed, but like in a, like, I think that's the appeal of a wet t-shirt, like, you know, you can see through it, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I find that a little bit more spicy. A little more caliente. He's finally coming into the game, and which is pretty cool. So it makes it kind of backs up the theory that we just launched in the last video. You guys want to check that out? That I'm not gonna spoil. Why would I spoil it? Then you won't check it out, and then I get less money. I'm just kidding, but pretty much it means that Valentine is going to be the last next week. So next week on this, as it says, the 26th, as I did in my little thing. So 26, since there's one little week here, it's going to be Valentina that's going to come out here and into the next week, and then I think will be the next chapter, or I always say chapter, but obviously there's multiple chapters in the game. The whole next season, or whatever the heck they call it, is going to be I think going into September after Valentina. So this the third or whatever like that, I think that's when everything's going to drop, and we're going to get really interesting stuff. I might make a video on that because it's going to be a really cool thing about how they're going to implement new characters and like new faded heroes and new, are they going to do legendaries, or are they going to be new legendaries? Like, how's it going to work? Because in certain games what they would do is that they would pretty much only do faded, like they would only add faded, like the highest tier. If they're going to add let goes, like how many of them? Because right now the legendaries in the game are pretty lackluster, and on a point like you don't really use them. There's no real purpose to them. They have some unique skills. Are they gonna make legendaries crazier? And if they make them crazier, then it's gonna be like, why am I using these old ones? So there's a lot that they can prove, or I guess put themselves in a hole. There's a lot that's going to be proven with the next iteration or chapter, or whatever the heck you want to call it, of the game. So I'm looking forward to that. I know a lot of people are, and of course, but the first thing that we're looking forward to is Valentina and what she's gonna have. So we already have a video on that as well, as far as speculations and things like that. But she's coming out, and I know a lot of people are wondering, like, should I summon for her? I'm gonna give her the 1-2, probably maybe 2, but I'm not investing heavily into this banner. Bernadette, I think you want to get it because it's a fake core. Like, that's for all the other ones, right? I don't think I always mention this. I know people say it's like a skip banner or whatever, but when you do this, especially for the system that the game is in, you throw a couple in there because, like, 1, 2, maybe 3, depending on your ZEUZ. You'll throw a couple just for the fact of you might get the fake core, and then a fake core for any unit at the moment is just, it just makes them better. It just makes them better, even though their skills can literally be exactly the same. Like, let's say they really don't benefit from the fake core they get specifically. Even with that being said, it's still good. It's still a good thing. So even though that she doesn't get, like, her, like I said, Scarlet is, in my opinion, the best summer based character that is a black fake core. Obviously Iris is the best so far because, I mean, she was blessed by the gods, but Scarlet is the best one that utilizes that because she has 2 AoEs, so she utilizes the whole flap thing the most, as long as you can bring in buffers and things like that. So Bernadette does have a one mana attack, but it's just single target attack. And as far as that aspect of it, there's no different than her auto attack, you know. But yeah, she does good damage, and if she doesn't kill, then you lose a turn. But then that means you're targeting differently. It's weird. Well, we'll go into it when we review it, right? And then she has an AoE, right? So it's whatever. Now, I wanted to go into this really quickly because this is really important, and a misconception that I think a lot of people have been having. And as you can see here, this is really important. The ZEUZ refund, I'm not going to make 2 separate videos on it. It's just everything that's coming in this update. So the ZEUZ refund, as we figured, it was legit, right? And if it wasn't, we would have just all quit, like I said. So no risk. There was no risk involved here. But one thing that a misconception that a lot of people had is that it was supposed to happen on the 20th. Like, it's going to happen like tomorrow. And that's just simply not true. It's just simply not true. They said it was going to be over a course of time. So like they said about, it was pretty much like 3 days, so it's gonna be like the 18th, 19th, and the 20th. By the 20th is like the last day that you should receive all your ZEUZ, and that's how it was supposed to work. So by the 20th, so if you were multi-clicking everything in your inbox and you weren't really paying attention to it, depending on how much you spent on the banner, maybe you already redeemed it. So you should just really be careful, pay attention to how much ZEUZ you're getting and where it's coming from. So please don't be a fool and like actually received your ZEUZ from the Lepen banner. Maybe you did 2 or 3 pulls and you just was spam clicking everything and was like, oh, I didn't get my thing because like, yeah, you might have received it already. So it's supposed to been like today and yesterday, but I think that they're saying here that there's an error issue and they're gonna need more time. So it's actually gonna be from today to Monday. So it might take a little bit longer for you to get the ZEUZ, but please also keep in mind that it is, yes, you will still be within the Bernadette banner by the time they're finished if they still need to take a little bit more time to give it to you. So again, it might take a little bit longer for you. Some people have not. I already have someone in my Discord that already says that they got theirs, and it looks like this. As you guys can see, that's the max right there plus his dragon run. So he got his max right there, and that's what it's gonna look like. He's, you know, that's his 13,000. He didn't spend money or whatever like that in the game, so he came back. So yeah, a little bit more. As you can see, that's her full design. I like this though. See, I don't know, like, well, this is not really sexy, but it's like I don't know, it just adds to it a little bit. Pretty good. Now everything is pretty much the same, as you guys know, black fake core. So nothing really changes here. So yeah, like I said before, you're getting this because you just want a slightly stronger version of Bernadette. Especially Bernadette this one is, I would say, the most skippable, because they gave away Bernadette for free. I think you can still get it for free if you like start a new account. So there's really no reason to be like, I don't have like everyone should have Bernadette technically right now. So you're really just was like, I want a stronger version of that character, especially because Summer's Blessing doesn't stack. Like you can't really stack it, which would have been a nice little change to make it a little bit stronger, to really discourage like a battery user. Like I think that would have destroyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Summer's Blessing, if it's stacked, so the more of them that you had stacking immunity, and every time one gets triggered you still get the Summer's Blessing buff. Like that would have been insane. Like ice characters would have just been pretty much ruled out of the game. I mean, obviously if you stack a bunch of them, people will just pick different characters. Like I said, Scarlet's still pretty strong. Bernadette would still be pretty strong. A lot of AoE, and you would force Bathory kind of sort of out of the meta. You know, you really can't have her in there if people can literally be immune with Scarlet, Bernadette, Iris. You know, even like those 3 in a team comp, the other team still has AoE. Your Bernadette's not doing anything, and Iris is stripping barriers, so you can't really do first guardian stuff. And then you have 2 strong AoEers that are getting mana pumped by Iris. Like I don't know, it would have been, I don't think it would have been that bad as obviously they thought it was going to be bad, so they only did it one time, but I think it would have been cool. Anywho, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for Bernadette? Are you happy that my theory looks like it could be correct? Which honestly, it's better that if it happens to be correct, obviously going into the month, next month, obviously it doesn't matter. This one was kind of easy to call. The theory is easy to be proven here because they released Bernadette in the core raid, so you know it might not have been so revolutionary, but it's cool that it's somewhat right, because they could have technically did what they did with Rara, where they dropped, I think it was one or two, I don't remember, of the first Guardians after Rara. So that's a very possible thing that they can do. All in all, just so you guys remember, buy the merch, of course. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. It's gonna be Guardian Tales, by the way.